Come on.
All right, we're now in.
We're now in?
We're in.
We're in.
Excellent.
Welcome to the...
Yeah.
Is this the third This is the third episode of the podcast that we haven't named yet.
Nice.
But I'll give you an introduction. Let me know if I'm missing anything. This is Russ Jennings, the owner of 508 International motocross track located in Charlton, Massachusetts. This is where I spent a lot of my time last year. And I have to say, there's been a lot of improvements to this place. And it's going to be a great facility for everybody in New England to come to in 2024. And I'm super excited. But yeah, this is Russ, owner of 508. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Spot on with the intro.
I'm getting good at that.
Yeah. We're very excited about 2024 and bringing you on as our resident pro, so to speak. Moving forward, people have questions. They want to know something about 508 programming that's offered for the riders. Feel free, reach out to Coach James. He's going to be starting some programming this year here at 508, which we're, again, super excited about. Looking to build the youth program from the bottom up. Brand new riders, existing riders, you name it. Just this is going to be the go-to guy here at 508. I think we're going to do something pretty regularly here. We've been talking about it, and now it's couple months away from happening. I think today was actually really the first day of it happening.
Yeah, today was a little bit of a test. So we ran a free small group session. We had 16 kids here. And we just wanted to see, what 16 kids looked like on a dirt bike track when I'm trying to train all of them and give them kind of a private lesson feel where they all get individualized feedback. And they also, at the end of class, I don't know if you saw them at the end, we did some staggered start motos like we would do at a training facility. So it's like we worked on fundamentals the whole first half of the day. Was great. We did a lot of different drills. And then we got into the more fun stuff. Those kids like to race. So, I mean, I'm sure they like the drills, but, they're all about going fast. So we had to give them something at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I mean that's the fun balance in things and mixing it up so that they come out and they learn, but they also have a super fun and exciting day.
Yeah,
and it's not repetitious, and they're getting to do what they really love to do, which is ride.
Yeah,
and I talked to a few of them, and they had lots to say about just some of the things they had learned today, and just it was a fun day. Totally unexpected for this time of year. I mean, who gets to ride around here?
Yeah,
right
we
after
can lead
Christmas.
off with that. It's December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Yep.
And it was 51 degrees out today.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And the track was mostly not frozen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because we had a couple
spots.
days where it was nice enough out to where that frost kind of, came to the surface and then dried out. So it was really, really good. Track was good. The ruts formed to a point where they held. It wasn't just mush. It was really, really good. Track was amazing. That's the best I've ever seen a dirt bike track up here in December. At the end of December. We're basically in January.
Yeah, no.
So
really, that's right around the corner, and that's that right there is what we've been working on for 2 years now is the dirt and the track and drainage and all of that, and we're going to continue to work on that, refine it, and we're very pleased with where 508 is at going into 2024. We're super excited about the year coming up, not only your involvement and the programs that you're going to be offering and the advantage that we're going to have as a track to offer weekly programming for our new, inexperienced, younger, even experienced riders, the whole gamut, A to Z range. Just, you guys want to do it? It's available here.
Yeah. I mean, I've done privates with everybody from someone that's 4 years old to 55, 60-year-old men. So it's it's pretty cool to get to work with everybody and focus and prioritize around the fundamentals, but then incorporate the other important things like timing, braking, and, you know, opening up the turns, line selection, the more advanced stuff. It's great to be able to do it with everybody. I'm really looking forward to doing the group session every week.
Yep.
Kind of like with what we did today. It's so much fun to do. It's a shorter program too. So it's not an all-day thing. We're going to run it Tuesdays 4 to 7. So when the kids get out of school, they'll be able to come down here and run through the program. It'll change on a week-to-week basis, but we'll keep it fun. And I feel that the youth riders are going to have a huge advantage just by training here. We're going to make it technical. We're going to make it difficult. And that's the biggest thing, like putting these kids in difficult environments so that when they go to the big races, they're not left behind, you know, because they know exactly what they need to do. They know how to ride in the mud. They know how to ride in deep ruts. They know how to ride high-speed tracks when they get rough. So I'm really excited for all of it. And, yeah, today was exhausting, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
You put in a lot of work. That many kids with the skill set from, you know, one level to another. You know, some advanced riders and some not so advanced. It really tests you out on the day.
Yeah.
So.
At the end, I would run the advanced kids in the staggered motos and then while they were taking a break, I would work fundamentals with the Group B kids. But then when the other kids were ready to come, we had to do something. It was there was a lot of improv today, and I learned a lot today, and I know that's going to help me. I'm so glad we did this because it's going to help me refine everything for, you know, our first day in April.
Yeah, it was a great tester for the season coming
for sure.
up. And we're fortunate with the weather to have the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw a little curveball your way too, where you know, this year I've been threatening for the past couple years that I'm actually going to start riding myself.
No way.
So yeah.
Do you have a bike?
I do have a bike. Mostly other riders ride it.
Okay.
When somebody's in need of a bike, you know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of the crew has ridden it.
What is
it? But 250 Kawasaki.
Wow.
So
wait, a 2-stroke?
No, 4.
Oh.
So. But,
okay, so it's fairly new.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. I didn't know. How many hours do you have on it?
12.
Not much. Have you done motocross riding in the past?
Nothing.
Never?
Nothing. I'm doing it all backwards.
Oh,
no.
no.
It's like I built the track first, and now I'm going to learn how to ride.
We're going to turn you into you're gonna I don't know. I'm gonna have you whooping up on the kids. Yeah.
They'll all be passing me.
Yeah. Well, gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool that you get
excited.
How crazy is that? You have a motocross track and you don't ride it?
Right.
Oh my God.
It's got to change. And
yeah.
I've been threatening this, that the track has to get to a certain point before I would start to ride.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's at that point where anybody
now it's here.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of guys are going to help out with the grooming this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that takes a lot of the pressure off.
Yeah.
Kyle's going to, you know, be more involved this year. And, you know, so well-rounded. We're going to drag him in because he's got lots to say.
Yeah.
So,
what? Kyle's going to come talk?
Yeah, he is.
No. All right. Well, he's typing us.
Yep.
Alicia.
Right.
He said Alicia.
Oh, Alicia is growing by leaps and bounds on the grooming side of things. So she's up in her game.
Yeah. By the way, I want to address the elephant in the room. She was riding today.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
I didn't think she was that fast. She was shredding.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does really well, and she's looking for pointers from yourself as well. So
I told her this morning that I would help her out at some point today, and then I just got so busy and I had no time.
Yeah, she got tired too, so she called it a little early, which is good.
Yeah.
I told her don't push yourself over ride.
Yeah.
You know, So
Yeah, she's been great too. She's always here.
yeah, oh, she loves it, and
Yeah.
you know, she's part of the 508 family that's ever growing, and you know, it's when you're passionate about it, which she is, she wants to learn, she wants to do more, and yeah, we've just been throwing more her way, and she's just been soaking it up, and she takes direction really well, and a lot of stuff she's never done before, so she's happy to listen to people who are giving her advice, and you know, I think
always did well in the machine. Does great.
Yep.
I'm excited. It just, every time we have these conversations, I just think about what it's going to be, you know, in my own head. Like, I just picture all of it coming together next year.
Yep.
And it just gets me excited. I'm just super happy to be a part of it. But
it's just, I mean, there's so much we can do at 508, and it's not one person, it's everybody. And the bigger the group gets, the more people who get involved, the more ideas everyone has, and it just becomes a better facility and a better project to work in, be around, come to. We want the experience for the rider and whomever they bring with them to be a great experience every time they come, and the facility to improve every time they come. So every time someone comes, they look around and they say, oh, they improved that, that's better, I like the way you did that. And so much of it over the years has just been from riders and rider feedback. And it's always been a track that has been basically built by riders for riders. So
I remember hearing about it, and then I think it might have been 2 years ago I heard about it.
Yep.
And I remember watching a GoPro, and I think it just happened to have been on a dry day.
Yep.
And it was just dusty.
Yep.
And I was kind of like, and then I waited a little bit until the beginning of last season was the first time I came here. And I was like, ooh, this is pretty good. Like, I really like this place. And it keeps getting better and better and better. I remember, like, you guys were working on the soil a lot this past year, for sure. And I remember at the end of last year, or like middle last year, I remember thinking to myself, like, and the dirt needs a little bit of work. Like, there wasn't really lines in the corners. You know, they wouldn't stay. They would kind of just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and then you would get down to the base, and it would just get slippery. And then this year, it's not that at all. Like, the ruts form, the ruts hold, and the moisture stays in the ground. And that's just all, like, soil mixture. Because you guys are kind of limited on shade.
Sure.
But so it's important that the dirt is right, and now the dirt is just getting really, really good.
Yep. And that's, you know, that's where it's still going to take a lot of work, and we're going to be working that constantly to keep the dirt where we want it and how we like it. The form of the track, or the base of the track, and the layout, that's stuff that we started working on really 3 years ago. Just redoing the whole track, and that started when our buddy Kyle over here basically told me this place sucked. And you know, that was the truth. I mean, I
imagine if you never said that and you were just like, it's great, I love it. And everybody was just happy.
But the most important thing he did is he told me if I wanted to change it, then he'd help me do it. And really, that's what he's done for the place, is changed it. He didn't just say it sucked and left. He told me, he said, I'll help you figure it out, and I'll come and run machines with you. I'll redesign the track. I'll show you what we should be doing. He's really responsible for giving me a large portion of my education when it comes to the track. You know, I've always looked at him and relied relied upon his input and his advice, and him showing up and doing the work too.
Yeah. I feel like this is a perfect time. Kyle, get over here. Take my spot. I want you guys to talk about some of the work that you did, and what you plan to continue to do, and how you're going to make this place what it's going to be. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, pop in. Come on.
Cut.
No, don't cut. Keep running.
Just don't flip backwards.
Trust me. It's worse than
Ooh. Thing's got the rear shock blown out.
Yeah, dude. Is this one fine? Sit in this one.
That one's got KYB. All right, we're in.
Yeah. So really, it was it 2020
Yep.
that
It was COVID.
we started on this front half, the front half of the track, and really just reconfigured the whole thing.
Yeah, we needed dirt too. We
Yep.
thought that if we took some material out, that we could screen it and put it back in.
Yep.
That was quite a bit of dirt, though. I think
Yeah.
we bit off more than we could chew. Well, we chewed it, but
We always do.
Yeah.
We for the past couple rebuilds, I think it's come down to we've just finished what we're doing like the day we opened.
and that's not even really true because we evolved throughout the year, right? If you
Yeah,
look
that
at a
is true.
video from April 23 of 508
Yep.
track lap, and then watch it now, it
Yeah.
looks like a different track.
Sure.
And it's not, but it's just the little things throughout the
Yeah.
year we've added. And
Well, and
subtracted.
I equate it to maybe, building a house.
Yeah.
It at the beginning of the year it just had all the blank walls, and throughout the year we added little features and did this and that, and
Yep.
groomed it up, added 10,000 more yards of dirt this year. All those things that just took it from that initial 2023 to the finished product at the end of the year.
And I think the chest bruising tells the story. I think that's where that was one of the things I was like, boy, if people are going to ride here,
Yep.
we got to do something about the roost.
Yep.
And that's one thing I know has gotten way better. It used to hurt a lot. It still
Yep.
hurts, but it's not as bad now.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was that was one of the many things that I've learned along the way, thanks to your input. And again, thanks to, I always want to say it that, again, I know nothing about a track or knew nothing about a track when we first started really together. And I had to learn that, and I can't ever thank you enough for being that guy
I was learning too.
yeah, but to get us headed in this direction, because like James was saying, imagine if you just never said that it sucked and
knows?
just was like, oh yeah, I just won't go riding there again.
It
That's
could be
all.
better. I don't
It's
know.
like right, and I think that's what we always want to hear is what we can do better and how we can do better. And if someone comes along and has a great idea, and wants to give us good input, we're going to listen to that person.
Yeah, I was doing it for the deer hunting permissions, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad I got involved for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's been a real fun journey for myself. It's always an amazing place to work, always an amazing place to spend time. I couldn't have, I can't think of a more enjoyable place for me to spend my time while I'm working. Doesn't seem like work when we're doing it.
Yeah.
And looking forward to 2024, which maybe you have some.
We'll cover
ideas.
that. Luckily, it seems like we're not gonna completely tear the track apart in January.
The first of 3 years. Yeah.
Which is exciting. We can focus on some landscaping, maybe, some other parts of the track. But we will make a couple massages, right? We kind of talked about adding or moving the location of the rollers, probably.
Yep. Someone once said they'd like us to name them Revved Up Rollers.
Yep, the other competing podcast with this pod here.
Yep. Not to throw
episode 2.
Yep.
Revved Up Rollers. Yeah. No, they're great. They initially, when we were working on the track back in like last March, they're like, oh, if you put in rollers, we'd love to put our name on them, you know.
Yeah.
And then we did them. They must not have liked them. They never got named. So maybe if we move them for them.
Well, I think Jack was upset going from 5 to 3, but you know, so we'll make more, and Jack will be happy, I'm sure. So
yeah, that was. I don't know if they're even rollers right now or not, but
yeah,
there will be at least, I think, 4 we can fit there. Kind of hard to explain, but after the start, I guess there's that first big right-hander everyone calls turn 1 coming out of that, where there's like a high line inside and that regular outside. Thinking we might put a jump on the outside, you can jump into the rollers to try to even those 2 lanes out. But we'll build it and then we'll change it completely and then we'll figure something out. I guess going around the track, I don't have any major changes besides that. We've talked about the leap with everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, I think again, this is a feature that you had the vision to build, and I think you did an amazing job of building it so that very, very minute percentage of people can hit that jump safely,
including me.
And even
I don't jump it.
Right, and even think about it. Like you think about it, you're a great rider.
Yeah.
You think about it, but you still think about it, and you go, no, not today.
The things we were thinking about, though, was racing, right? That was what.
Right.
It's like, what do you do? Can you race on that?
Yeah.
The owner of Redbud would say, yeah, but that's kind of a different jump, right? You can groom it so that people can't hit it. I don't know. A lot of people said keep it. There's a couple really good minds in the moto community around that want us to change it. So that was what made me consider it.
Yeah.
To be determined. We're probably going to leave it.
I'd say we're definitely leaving it for 2024. If we come up with, again, track by committee and come up with a better idea, something that works.
Maybe no jumping lap 1 in the pro class or whoever, any class. Maybe that's the solution. I'm worried about lap 1.
Yep. Well, again, some of the changes that we're going to make are going to break up the pack too.
Yeah, hopefully.
Headed towards that jump. So if we do add those rollers, again, that slows
hopefully,
breaks it up a little bit. But I mean, I'm of the mindset, keep it for 2024. Again, always track by committee. If everyone involved thinks that it's something that needs to be changed, massaged, we do it. But it's got to be an improvement. We don't want to come back to just flat, straight, fast, nothing. You know, it's like that's a lot of what we had before. And now I think we've gotten away from that with still a few straight, fast sections.
The 2021
that
layout
really
is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I watched it.
Looking back, it's like
5th gear wide open in multiple sections.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yep.
But, you know. Hey.
No, and again, 2024, I think, is about starting to get into a lot of the programming that we can do here so that riders can improve, and then also just improving the facility so that we make the dirt better. Dialing in the irrigation system, which
we have.
We're going to fire up in the spring, and we've never run it before. So again, that's another kink that's going to have to come out. You've been massaging the start area.
Yeah, we'll keep figuring that.
So
that's important.
You know, right, and that's gonna change a little bit from what it was at. So again, other things around the track, if we want to add dirt features here and there, great. We'll do that, and you know, it's just continuation of the fun.
It's just dirt. You know, say it's just dirt, we'll move it.
So it's just dirt, and we push it around, and if everyone who rides here doesn't like it, we change it.
So we have 2 races, NESC.
Yep.
The 12th of May and like the 26th or 23rd of September, I think.
Yep.
Basically, we filled 2 holes in the NESC schedule. They typically have had Mother's Day off. We took it back. That was an original Winchester round. And then we'll have 1 race of our own maybe.
Yeah, I'd like to definitely do the one in the fall towards the end of the season like we did this year. Yeah. Maybe the wrap-up race at the end.
Maybe pit bike racing still.
Yep, we're going to have we'll have 3 pit bike races. We're going to host quad cross again.
Oh boy.
So, yep, give those guys an opportunity to rip up the track. Going to start the year with P27, New York Off-Road.
It'll rain.
Probably, yep. Typically always does on their weekend, but they have a blast anyways. I think they want to do 2 races here this year. So,
good luck in the woods, boys.
Yep.
Those woods are gross.
Nasty. We're also going to do a Netro race this year.
Oh.
So, working out the finite details of that, but those guys are excited about coming to 508 and getting their hair scramble on. So, and then Hans Off-Road, he's going to be back too. So, it's going to be a busy year at 508, and mix in the normal practice schedule with a bunch of training days along the way. Various trainers, they're going to pull a couple days here and there, and our MXU pulling up the Tuesdays. I think that's going to be a very full schedule, and
we might also throw in at least once a month Thursday evening.
Yep.
Expert/pro rides, right?
Yeah.
Looking at James, he's wiping his eyes, giving me a thumbs up.
Yep. We want to start off maybe it's the second Thursday of every month, right? We're gonna do
4 to 7 ish or dusk.
Yep.
I'll hang out, whatever.
Yep.
Boy, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Throw in a couple 30-minute motos for the boys and
12 for me. Yeah. Chase them for the first. Give them hell for the first 12. Yep. Cool.
Well, it'll be fun to watch, and so. But
as far as our year, I think that's pretty much it.
I think so.
I can't think of anything else. I'm sure I'll think of everything once I leave, but yeah.
Yeah. No. I like I say, it's gonna be an exciting year. We're super stoked again to have James coming on and doing a lot of stuff. So, and again, people who are watching this, you guys got questions about 508, start directing them at James and asking him those questions. So he's helping out in that area, and
we're still looking for a freestyle ramp too.
Yeah.
that was a fun part of here. Cool. I think that wraps up for me. I'm camera shied out here. I'm gonna get off.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we're back. Thank you, Kyle. He was talking about the 30-minute motos. I have something in my eye. Oh, my God. He was talking about the 30-minute motos. I am so excited to get the boys assembled for all that. It's not very often we can get them all together and do 2 30-minute motos. At races, we don't even race for 30 minutes plus 2 laps. So it's like extremely exciting for me to get them together and we're going to wear each other out. And again, we'll do it in a kind of a difficult environment because that'll be Thursday night.
Yep.
So that'll be when the track's at its roughest during the week, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be exciting. And we'll have Jared there to shoot content occasionally and just have a good time. Hopefully I don't do anything stupid like I did.
Yeah.
at the end of the season. I'm gonna stay healthy next year. I'm manifesting that. I'm gonna have a good year, but yeah, we're gonna push each other. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm extremely excited. So definitely
That's
looking
good.
forward to that. So no NEMAX, just NESC. Are
Yep.
you guys gonna do some of your own series races, or are you going to just stay with NESC?
So we're in process of balancing off the calendar right now, and right now, I think last year, when we originally were going to have the race, is probably when we're going to target to have our own 508 race again. But
Okay.
as of right now, we're just
Yeah.
figuring it all out.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd like to do, see, like today there was a insane spectrum of riders.
Yep.
I'd like to do, again, like kind of how today was a free day for those kids. I'd like to do certain days where I just donate my time, and then I'll work with like only the beginner riders and just do like a learn to ride camp.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
You know, and it'd be the same structure as kind of what we did today, minus the staggered start motos and the, you know, the training facility fast guy stuff. Like, I would love to just work fundamentals with a group of beginners for a day.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm definitely open to doing that. And then obviously we have the days for the advanced kids or the, you know, middle of the road kids or whatever it may be.
Yep.
They're definitely all welcome. But I'll tell you what, I'm smoked.
Yeah. Well, and again, it's you don't know until you do it and figure it out, right?
Yeah.
So, again, today was about that. I think we all learned a lot from today, and moving forward, we can roll that in and come out with better results for the next time and make it more friendly for even yourself.
Yeah.
So that, you know,
Yeah.
you get more out of it without feeling totally drained at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
I think I ate a lot yesterday too. Christmas, I had a lot of gingerbread cookie with a lot of that icing that I don't even think you're really supposed to eat that icing like that, because it's like the icing that holds the gingerbread house together.
Oh.
And I just kept shoveling it in there, and I shouldn't have. And I feel terrible today. Even to start the day, I didn't feel good. But now I know why we should eat better as people. How was your Christmas? What did you guys do?
Oh, mine was great. Just had all the family over the house and my daughters, and you know, everybody was over. A lot of friends stopped in, just popped in throughout the day. So just couldn't ask for a better day all the way around. Weather was great. No snow, unfortunately for the kids. You know, no white Christmas, but as adults here, and
I'm very happy that it didn't snow.
yeah,
I'm very happy.
well, the kids riding today are happy that too.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you know,
I made a joke earlier. It's unfortunate that our planet is, you know, just heating up like crazy.
yep.
It's going to get real hot here probably in the next 20 years, but it's great now.
Yeah, I'm
Just trying to have a positive attitude
I'm
about
liking it.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's great.
yeah.
I don't know if I'll be saying that in 20 years, but
Yeah.
happy about it now.
I'm getting older, so the hotter the better for me. But
Yeah.
you know,
Then you don't have to move to Florida.
So-
It'll just be like Miami hot
Yeah.
here. That won't be good. But
no off season at 508. So you know.
yeah, that would be great. And even if it stays cold, we should just get kids to stud them up, the tires,
Yeah, that's
and we can just do some. That'll be next year.
all right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you pioneer that program.
we're gonna
So
flood
I might
down
be,
there
I
and
might
turn
be
it
in
into
a
an
warmer,
ice rink.
Might be in a warmer spot. Kyle does ice racing, so
Does he?
yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
Again,
gonna have to
like-
make a.
Might be the Kyle department.
Yeah,
He does ice fishing, ice racing, so he can set up his tilts down there and
dude,
fish and ride.
we could have some fun with that. That would be fun. Just not even groom the track, just have it be powder, and we'll
Yeah.
just race dirt bikes in it.
I've seen it happen.
This is where men are
So-
men in New England. So, yeah,
Well-
dude, then they'll go to Minios and they'll be smoking everybody
Yeah.
because they can ride in
Oh.
anything. But
Well, that's ultimately what we want to build, this
Yeah.
champion from here. So
Yeah, we're working on it.
it's in your department now.
I'm grinding away, for
So,
sure.
Yep.
But yeah. Are you excited for Supercross? Do you watch Supercross?
I don't watch much television, honestly.
What?
So I don't really watch TV. But
I was gonna ask you like who your picks were, if you had any, and
zero.
Hayden Deegan. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to work on this, Kyle. We're gonna have to get him more involved as a fan. You know.
Yeah, I'm open for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, and I've always directed my time in other areas, so it's
Yeah, you were
You know.
building a facility for the past couple of years, so I can
Yeah.
see why you've been occupied.
Yep. So, and there's always something to do here. It's just not when the track is open. It's,
Yeah.
24/7 if you wanted it to be. We joke around all the time and say it's our modern day dirt bike farm because, there's when the track is shut down, you could be working on equipment at night, or you still have to work on the business on the side. You have meetings and, always talking to someone about something. And so
Yeah, and I
it
mean
doesn't
it's
stop.
it's dirt work too, so you're always coming back to it. It's not like a race car track where
Right.
you pave it and then you're done. It's like
Yeah.
it constantly needs attention.
Yep. And
Yeah.
it can always be better. So,
Yeah.
you just, as soon as you stop in this area and you look over there and you're like, oh, I could be over there working on that. So, especially when the weather's nice like this.
Yeah. Are
So-
you guys doing kids track at all?
So we do have some plans for the kids track, changing that up a little bit. I've spoken with several riders who potentially going to take over the kids track and do a lot more grooming on it on a weekly
wow.
basis.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, and hopefully I can get those guys to help out because it's another track, and
Yeah.
this one takes all the grooming time we can give it. The kids track suffers a little bit in how we want it to be, so this year is the opportunity to increase that and just again make it better. So
Yeah. I'm excited. I was working with a lot of kids over there, and there was a rumor that someone was going to come help out and do it. And ever since, they've all been like chomping at the bit
Yep.
to get out there and ride. I've had people asking me like, hey, can we go today and ride? But the track's been, obviously, the weather's been freezing
Sure.
before leading all the way up to this week.
Yeah.
It's been really cold. So we,
Yeah, and it doesn't take much. I mean, once the temperature gets down into the 20s at night and it doesn't get above 35 during the day,
yeah.
doesn't give it an opportunity to de-thaw and really be rideable.
Yeah.
So it's too hard, and it's just, it's not forgiving. So
No. I slammed so there's this track called Capeway Rovers that's in Middleborough, and it froze the night before we went there. It was kind of like similar. It was their last race of the year. Similar weather that we've been kind of experiencing where it's like, 28 in the morning, whatever,
Yep.
high 20s, and then it'll get up to like 45 in the middle of the day. But when you start the day, the track's frozen, so it's like, oh man, it feels like concrete when you fall on it.
Oh yeah.
The frozen dirt.
Yep.
It's definitely not forgiving at all.
No. No.
There's no way to really check. But he has to run in a
Yeah.
couple minutes anyway, so we can wrap up. But thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Kyle,
Thank you.
Thank you for
We
your time as
appreciate it.
well.
Yeah.
So again, Russ Jennings from 508 International. A lot of exciting stuff in store for 2024. please come to this facility and check it out. When will you guys be planning on opening?
Right now, we're scheduled to open in the beginning of April.
Okay.
Naturally, if the weather's good, maybe in March, but
Yeah.
you know, right now it's safe bet of April. So
Yeah. That's about when everybody else is kind of trying to open up anyway, and then you can never really predict weather
Right.
in this area of the country anymore. So
we could have a foot of snow on the ground. But,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it could also be
praying that that's not
60,
the case.
70 degrees and gorgeous. So
Yeah.
you just never know. As it gets closer, we always like to keep people updated on Facebook and Instagram. Those are two great channels, as well as our homepage. Give everybody notice and what's going on, what we're thinking, reliable information. So look to us at those locations, and of course you're going to be involved a lot. So you know, I'm sure everyone will be hearing from you around that time. And
Oh yeah.
so
Yeah.
not that you're going to be silent, but
Yeah. No, I'm pretty
So-
active on the
Yeah.
social. His Instagram it's at 508 INTL, stands for international. And then Facebook is just 508.
Yep.
Same thing, INTL.
INTL.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, give him a follow. Stay in the loop. We are super excited for 2024. So we want to thank you guys for watching. The reason why I'm being so awkward right now is because I still am thinking about what to call this. I don't know what to call it. Do you have any ideas?
No, I didn't even know you didn't
Yeah.
call it anything. So
Yeah. No, doesn't have a name yet. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you.